On today's podcast, we're going to be answering the question, what is PPE? So stay tuned.
Welcome to Warehouse Safety Tips. If you're a seasoned vodcast viewer, this vodcast is going to be different from most that you watch. It's based around exactly what the name implies, warehouse safety tips. And since the people in this industry are busy, we know that time is money, so each episode will be as short and to the point as possible. And now, with all that out of the way, let's get to the vodcast.
What is PPE? Now, after being part of a global pandemic with COVID, it's highly unlikely that you're completely unaware of what PPE is, but if you were unaware that wearing a mask and or gloves is considered PPE, then the following is going to be for you. PPE stands for Personal Protective Equipment. As with all the topics that we cover on this podcast, this is going to be a very high-level look at PPE. There are many other PPE options out there besides the ones that we're going to cover here. So to keep things short and to the point, here are the primary ones that you need to be aware of. For your eyes, you have glasses that protect them. For your ears, earplugs and earmuffs. For your lungs, masks and respirators. For your head, hard hats. For your hands, gloves. For your feet, steel-toed boots. For your back, braces. And for your body, braces, harnesses, and or protective clothing. Now, the two most important PPE sources you need to follow are the OSHA guidelines required at your facility, as well as the training and guidelines set forth by management. Remember, your health and safety is your boss when it comes to PPE. What we mean by that is that if you think you're getting away with something by not wearing it, you're really only fooling yourself. It only takes a moment of not wearing PPE to introduce issues, injuries, and in the worst cases, death. Don't roll the dice when it comes to your health and safety. We look forward to seeing you next week for another Warehouse Safety Tips. Until then, have a great week and stay safe.
Before moving on, here's a word from one of our sponsors. If you've ever been to or worked in a warehouse, you know just how important safety is to both management and staff. It's almost impossible to go 10 steps without seeing safety tape, angles, signs, and or safety products. It's these items that show us how to be safe and avoid danger in the workplace. And if you're looking for the best products to make this happen, look no further than Mighty Line. Mighty Line floor signs and floor markings offer the best industrial products out there. We're proud to have Mighty Line as the official floor sign and floor marking company for the Warehouse Safety Tips podcast and site. Go to mightylinetape.com/safety tips to request a sample pack of their incredible safety signs and floor markings. We hope you enjoyed this episode of Warehouse Safety Tips. If you visit warehousesafetytips.com, you'll find the show notes for this episode and access to all of our blog posts, previous podcasts, advertiser information, and much more. Thank you for listening to Warehouse Safety Tips and have a safe day.